What's up, guys? Welcome back. Let's check out where we're at. I will let you guys know where we're going today. So if you guys watched our last video, we just finished up doing the sound deadening last night. This is exactly a box and a half. So that's the one that I got. I bought two of them. I showed you how much you can get with just one, and then I covered everything that I wanted up in there, up to the top. So this is what I got with the box and a half, and the leftover pieces I'm gonna put inside of the door. Just sounds way better when you close it. And well, thank you. I'll get some tools ready, and we're gonna start with unbolting this little box right there, whatever's left of our wire harness, and we'll get our wire box. The one that we purchased is from Auto Wire Direct. We'll open up the box, and this is the moment that I've been dreading, but it's time to do the wiring. So on the front side, the engine side, the bulkhead has a bolt in the center. Looks to about a 3/8. Got that guy out of there. The one under here looks like they're 8s. Okay, this one is held on by some smaller bolts. Alright, so this was held in by two screws, or two 8-inch screws. That came off. And then we had this is a parking brake, brake lights, and our high beam switch. And that's what I got. Oh, this is the signal to the floater in the gas tank. This runs alongside there, goes up there, plugs in up there. So now we officially have nothing connected, starting from zero. So this is what I bought. This is the kit that I got from CJ Pony Parts. Not a cheap kit by any means. It's $900, 800 and some change. And if you guys have been following me on Instagram, when this got delivered to my house, I wanted to do an unboxing video, so I had it set up on the back of my truck. And when my Doberman was still a little puppy, I mean, he's just about a year old now, but a few months ago he got on top of my truck and started eating the wires. So I have no idea how much damage he did. I know this one, when I was checking it out, was pretty much bit all over. I don't even know what it's for. Hopefully it's something we won't be using. And this is supposed to be a complete kit. I hope it is. Maybe that's the part number there. So I'm going to open this up, check for some damage, and hopefully we can get started on something. Oh man, it looks like we're going to have to pin our own stuff, which I didn't want, but I think all of them come like that, just so you can modify your wires to whatever length you want. I was not looking forward to that. Oh man, there's some damage right there. Yeah, so let's open this up and see what we got. Okay, so we definitely got a lot of damaged wires. So I don't even know where this goes to, but it's pretty damaged. So hopefully the truck has at least this plug, or maybe we can just splice in new wires, but we'll see when we get there. I just opened up the box and it does come with what looks like instructions, or more of a diagram, let you know where all this stuff goes. That's the part number right there, 510089. It does say 69 to 72 Chevy truck, so it's not a universal kit. Very well packaged. Just keep it away from your dogs. Not dog proof. But I was reading in here that it looks like we need to make some holes, because this bulkhead is a lot bigger than the factory one and it doesn't go in the exact locations. But it gives you a little template here. It says line it up with your factory ones and then drill 2 holes where our new bulkhead is gonna go. So I think we're gonna start with that. Okay, so I got the template that came with this kit, and it looks like it's a sticker. So I got it cleaned up here. It says to line it up with the top of the firewall inside the dash. So I put this up here, and I just noticed that the factory square is actually a lot smaller. So not only do we have to drill these holes, we also have to make this square bigger. That's gonna be a little tricky because I don't have a die grinder with a burr bit. So let me see what I can do. But in the meantime, we'll get this taped up and we'll punch these holes and we'll drill these out and mark this square. And let me see how I can get this thing out of there. Maybe I could use the grinder from this side. Oh yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put this over here and then drill it and cut it from over here. Yep. And then that is gonna fit right in here like that. Once you put this up there at the dash, like that. So it looks like it has to be rounded for this to fit in here like this. Let's give it a shot. Okay, we got our box up here. Went to the store. I had to buy some new hardware because I couldn't find one in the box. I'm not sure if it didn't come with one or the dogs ate it. But the box is in, and I was going through the kit itself, and it looks like it's pretty complete. We got a headlight switch, and we got our dimmer switch, which is this guy right here. So let's take that guy off. We'll put this guy in, and we'll start plugging stuff in. This under the dash kit is already set up for plug and play. So this is actually a pretty amazing little kit here. As far as it looks like all this other stuff you got to do yourself, but looks like most of this stuff's already made for you. So let's just switch that out real quick, connect that, and then we'll see what's in here. And everything is labeled too, which is super nice. Okay, dimmer switch is in. Just 2 screws, comes with new hardware, and then plug that guy in. And then up here, what I did is I grabbed the harness all together, and I fed it up and over the steering column, and now we got everything over here on this side. Now I was gonna connect our steering wheel, but our steering wheel is cut off. And this is our switch for your left turn signals and all that stuff. Now this was not part of the kit. I actually purchased this for a different vehicle a couple years ago actually, and I was like, you know what, I have it somewhere, and I found it. So we'll put this in here at a later time, but that is the one that comes from here. We have to open up the steering wheel, put this guy in here, and then we'll connect our harness in a later time. But I was going through these packages, and I think we're gonna go with this guy next. Now this is your light switch, on, off, dimmer, but it does not come out. I can show you this one since it's here. Let me open it real quick. So this is what the new one looks like, and just imagine this thing is in here like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach here, right behind here, and up here there's a button. You push this button and this whole front piece comes out of there. So you go back there, push that button, pull this out, and then this will come straight out. Okay guys, well it's the next day, and I've been in here for probably about an hour, and man, check it out. So I ended up removing the cluster so I can see what the heck is going on back here. You can access everything a lot easier. So then I'll take advantage of the cluster being out. Got it right there. I'll get that cleaned up, and then once I put it back together, it'll look a lot nicer. And I did order a new bezel, so we'll throw it back in here. Look a lot nicer. But everything so far has been going pretty good. Seems to be a lot of it is just plug and play, and then the wires themselves are labeled. So just look at what the wire says. This one's wiper switch, and then it did come with the new ignition, which is good because we don't have one. But I don't even have the little ring that holds this in to here, so I have that coming. And then this is supposed to be a lighter, but I was looking under here, and it looks like this is how they used to start the truck. So they had it kind of hardwired to like a push button start. And then there's a few more cables in here that I don't know where the heck they go. So I gotta keep on moving forward. And then, you know, this is the only thing I got. The good thing is it does say, you know, the colors of the wires and what they are. So shouldn't be too bad. But then again, I definitely don't want to jinx myself. But we are connected and we're rolling. So I'll keep on moving with this. I'm gonna have to open this steering wheel and put our new plug, because we have no way of connecting this to our harness for our signal lights and stuff like that. The brake switch is connected, got that connected. Our high beam, low beam switch here. Oh, there's one that I need. So somewhere along this harness there should be a plug for that. Look for it, we'll plug it in and keep going. All right, after some much looking over all these letters and numbers and colors, and I kind of got it figured out. Some of this stuff goes to the heater, which we no longer have. The heater, the blower motor, and the switch panel that connected all this stuff is the leftover wires that I'm seeing here, besides the ones that go to behind the dash. So it looks like I need to get this cluster back in to connect all this other stuff, because this goes to here and this goes on top of it. So let's go over there and wipe that down, and I'll show you what I bought. So this is what I bought right here. This is our new bezel. Nothing crazy, just an Amazon, you know, special. But this is what we had. You could clean it, but it's broken. So I was like, you know what? I'll spend, I think it was 30 bucks, I think. Don't quote me. But it wasn't very much. So I'm just gonna wipe all this down, make it nice, get this cleaned up a little bit too, get it put back together, because our plugs, our main plug goes here, and then well, there's something else. I think it's this little light, but that's connected to the steering wheel. We'll see, because I still see some more plugs over there, and this is only one. So I'll keep going. Got all my little screws put back on, just all the way around. And bam! Simple little upgrade that makes a big impact. It doesn't cost very much money, not very hard to do. The glass itself, the plastic, was very scratched up right here. I tried to clean it as best as possible. Everything else cleaned up very nice. This section right here, I don't know, maybe they kept rubbing their fingers or something. It's scratches, and it's also very stained from the back. You know, I did what I could. It definitely looks better than what it was. If you've never done this before, you will have to loosen the steering wheel and bring it down, because the bezel hits right here and you can't get the cluster out. I just kind of skipped that part in the beginning. I'm sorry, but if it sounds like I'm rushing it, you're exactly right. I am. I'm trying to get as much as I can done as fast as I possibly can do it, because we're running out of time here. But it's just four bolts holding this one in. I think they were ½ inch. Yeah, ½ inch. And then these two go right here. But let me see if I can get my steering wheel puller. I haven't used that thing in a long time. I have no idea where it is. Hopefully I can find it, because I need to get to this guy and replace this before we get too far. Well, you know what? No, I guess I could come back to that, because I could put this in, plug that guy in, and plug all this stuff in, and we could get to, because this is just turn signals. Forgot what else is in here. Something, I think it's the, oh, like the hazard lights and, you know, stuff like that. We do need that, but it's not as crucial as everything else, like power to the motor and you know, your key and stuff like that. So I'm gonna keep putting this back on, and we'll keep plugging stuff back in and see if we can at least get the inside of this thing done. Ooh, fancy. So a couple screws, puts that right back where it was. And we'll go with our light switch here. So this is gonna go behind the dash through this little hole right here. And I don't think I mentioned how this thing went on, because I think I just took it off myself when I wasn't recording. But it has this little thing on here that's screwed on, and that sits like that. So when this is on there, you put a flathead screwdriver or something in that little hole on the side, and you tap it with the hammer, and you get this thing to twist. Get it to twist a little bit, and then you just screw it right off. So that is held on, this screwed on. So this is what I'm referring to. Put something inside that little hole, tap it down, tap. Once it gets loose, screw it off, and you should be able to get this guy out of there. And that's the button to release this, to get it completely out. So And then we keep on moving. Put that guy in there. And our little knob for a wiper switch. This guy right here. It's got a little flathead, little tiny one right there. That's what holds that onto here. So don't start yanking on it. Just look around, twist it a little bit. You'll see that little slot. It's a little tiny flathead. And then that goes in through here. It makes pressure and locks it on here. Let me put these on and I'll come back with you. Okay, got the switch put on. It sucks because it actually didn't come with a you know, our little knob. And you know, I tried to get the old one off and I broke it. But, oh well, it was worth a shot. I guess I'll have to order something. I'm sure they sell just the knob. It looks like it just gets kind of just pushed in there. But there's more important stuff than that. But I did get it plugged in. It's plugged in now. Our wiper is plugged in. And our neutral safety switch is plugged in. You know what? That's not even plugged in right, actually. Now that I see it from here, only one side is on there. Okay. Ooh, can't get it off. Let's see if you guys can see what I'm talking about. Missed that other little knob on there, little pin. I think I put it on backwards or something. Oh well. But I was looking at this and I was like, where the heck does this go? I couldn't figure it out. And then, because it doesn't say orange, white, it just says orange, white, dome light. So this guy is actually for that guy up there. But I was thinking, man, this is pretty short, right? I was looking through the boxes and there's actually more stuff for this harness that connects to this. There's another one, was this neutral safety switch. This the other side, the one that's right here on top. Where you guys at? Right there. That's the neutral safety switch. That's to prevent you from starting it if it's like out of park or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it does, but I know that thing will keep it from starting. And on the factory one, it's like this. And on this harness, it's like this. So I was trying to think, you know, why is it on the factory one they're both together and then that thing clipped on there? Now this one is different. So I was looking through here and I found it in a different bag. So this goes on there. This plugs into there and these plug into here. Why they made it like that, I have no idea. And then this guy plugs into this guy, and then that's long enough to go all the way up to there. So I guess we're gonna be figuring this stuff out along the way. And if I find something that I think you guys should know, I will get back to you. But other than that, I'm gonna run these wires and I'll come back with you. And it's getting hot. Ooh-wee, what a spaghetti we got going on. But I got that guy in there finally. Man, I couldn't get a feed through. Couldn't find what to use. So I got an old 4th of July, one of them extra large sparklers, and I pushed them all the way until he fell. And I just fed it, and bam, here he is. All that for a light that I'm probably never gonna use, but at least I know I have it and it works. So this will be routed right here and then gets connected right here. And I was looking through these little baggies and I started noticing that it kept saying page 2, sheet number 2, page number 4. So it's like, wait a minute, So I was thinking everything was just in one bag, but it's actually not. This is the one that I've been using. This is the biggest one that I found. You know, the biggest bag, which had that guy in there, but not everything was in that one bag. So I started separating this stuff now. So this stuff over here, that's like the battery, the engine. This is like the tail lights. It says rear body kit, but I kind of was looking inside and read some of those words, and it says like tail lights and stuff. So I know this, I don't need it in the inside the cab, because it's just making so much mess in here. And this guy, that's our center connection. Ow, to this box right here. So all these go over here. Get those guys out of here. Ah, that hurt. I think it's just about water time, I think. Once you start falling on yourself, it's time to drink some water. But I'll keep it moving, keep it moving. I still haven't ran across this wire that the dogs chewed up, so that might actually be a good sign. This might be something that we don't even need, or at least I'm not going to be using. It says VS power and VS ground. I'm not sure. Vehicle speed sensors or something? I don't know. If you guys know, let me know, 'cause I don't know where that goes. And I'll keep this going. Okay. Routed. And I just figured some more stuff out here. So I'm trying to find out where the heck this goes to. And on all these wiring diagrams, I couldn't find it. And I think I just found it. So a lot of these have the wiring in color. So, you know, you're looking for green, you look for green over here. But this one, it just shows a black wire and a connection, but then it shows you this: purple, purple, yellow, purple with the line. So that's purple with the line, purple with the line, and then purple, yellow. Vehicle speed sensor connection. So this guy goes to this, to the one that the dogs ate up. This guy. So we're not using this. That's why I can't find where the heck it goes, because if we're not using it, it doesn't go to nothing. And this one, I was trying to figure out, so I was like, maybe it's the exact same thing. So I found that one over here. Black wire goes to a connection. And there it is right there. Green, blue, orange, brown, yellows. There you guys are. So you guys are the rear body connection. So this guy is gonna go connected to this guy in here. So that's awesome, because that means this just connects to the tail lights, and then this whole thing is done. This we're not using, so this will just get zip tied up there. And then this guy, it says glove box. So our glove box doesn't have anything in there, but I'm sure there might be a light in here. But so this is your glove box, and then this is your cigarette lighter. This one was for the heater switch. We don't have a heater switch, so that's not gonna go to nothing. This gray one was, where did I see that gray one? Oh, right there. Heater lamp. Where you guys at? Right there, heater lamp. So that's the heater lamp. And we don't have nothing back there to connect to. So that was the heater lamp. That's for your little lights to shine through that thing right there. And then this is ground. And then this is for your radio. And then radio battery. So power and illumination is what I'm seeing there. Right there. Radio. Sheet 4. That's another thing too. Is sheet 4 the same as page 4? Like, I don't know. I thought it would be. 17. Oh, okay. Here we go. Radio 17. Radio 17. Tan wire radio accessory feed. Keep power on. And then your constant battery for your clock. And that's it for the under dash kit. Oh man, I think I'm just gonna have to stop that right there, because it's getting hot and I'm tired of seeing all these dang wires. But that's it for the dash kit, under the dash kit. Again, there's some stuff under here we're not using, and this is our connection to here that I still need to do. And then we have ground right here, and we have extra wires, backup switch. I'm not sure what you want to use that for, but it does give you your backup switch wires. I guess those are extra in case you want to put something, a backup light of some sort, besides reverse lights. I mean, I don't know. Page 2. Let's see. Page 2. Right here. And those would be backup switch number 7. Connect these wires to the backup switch on the column. Oh, okay, there you go. Oh, okay. Gotcha. 12-volt power. There you go. That's what that's for. And other than that, hook up 2 grounds. I wish I had everything ready to go in here. So, American Auto Wire Direct. That's the dash kit that we just installed right now. And next, well, I guess I have to see where we're at on time. But we could definitely just bolt this up, and then we'll open this and see what we got on this side. I actually thought I was done. I'm nowhere near done. Open up some more boxes, or more little baggies, and I ran across all the fuses. And then this guy wasn't even in a bag, so I have no idea where that guy goes, and I can't find it nowhere on here. So I did find this relay, and that guy goes right here, right there. Bang. And connect that. And then I was also looking at these wires. I ended up finding the plug for this one and this one. So this harness right here, after lots of looking around, I found that it's actually for instrument cluster wiring. So I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the plug to plug in our instrument cluster here. And I was wondering, why in the world would they not put this plug on there? And then I started going through the actual instructions, and they leave it off in case you're going to run digital gauges or aftermarket gauges or an aftermarket dash. That's why it doesn't have that plug on there. So I was thinking, do I put that plug on there and plug that in? I really doubt any of these gauges actually work. I don't think any of those work, honestly. So I think we're gonna leave this off for now, and we might just run our own gauges down here for the fuel, water, gas, temperature, stuff like that. And then this one here, this is the one that the dogs bit on, and I cut that off. And this one was this one right there. That's number 4. These 3 connectors will plug into the gauge disconnect harness bag H. Okay, so I was looking for bag H, and bag H was this guy right here. Baggies, because I just sat here opening all these stuff so I could see what was inside of it, but then stuff started getting mixed together, and that was not good. But this one here, the 3-wire plug, is this one right here, pink, gray, and black. 12-volt ignition, dash lights, and ground. So this is where you get the power for the gauges. And this guy here, and you get the right there. Switch ignition feed from fuse panel to power gauges, warning lights in the cluster. Feed from headlight switch, thermostat or rheostat. Output dash lights, ground connection. Okay, so basically this gets power when you pull this, and that'll put lights to the gauges. So these 2 for now we're just gonna have to put to the side so we don't see them, and we're gonna have to call those good for now, because this is just signal wires for water, oil, temp, all that, and the other set is for powering up the gauges. And this here is connected to here. This is going to run towards the back of the truck. That's for reverse lights, brake lights, turn signals, that stuff. And now I can finally say that we're done down here. Hook up the ground, put the fuses in here. We'll call this a wrap. Finally. Ooh, and over here is a whole different story. But that'll be another story for another day. So I do highly recommend this kit. Sweet kit for sure. This is the auto wire full kit. Amazing kit, highly recommended. But that's it for now, guys. Until next time, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Square body builders, that's the name. Fueling passion, igniting flame. Backyard hustle, grinding hard, turning rust into works of art.